If you think right now, oh, I totally changed, but when something goes wrong, you go straight back to the idea, to the old story, the old assumptions. It's telling you, no, that belief may have been suppressed in your subconscious mind, but it is that. Today we're talking about changing circumstances and achieving it in a fast way. Most of the times the problem is in what we are prioritizing, in what we are focusing on, and not that our desire is difficult to achieve. So it basically means that what we need here is a tweak in our mindset so that we can get the results that we want, and this is what we are talking about today. But before I get into it, hello everyone. If you're new here, my name is Al. Welcome to my channel. If you're in need of coaching, go to the description box, all information it is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. In my channel, as most of you guys know, we talk a lot about different aspects of manifestation. But a big part of it is mindset. And the reason why I always bring you guys back to the importance of your mindset is because our mindset creates our circumstances, whether good or bad. And if you are going through something right now that you want to change, then you have to keep this in mind. If my mindset can create the problems, it can also create the solutions. To manifest whatever you want, you start by knowing what you want to experience. So being clear on that, knowing what you want, is fundamental. But what's going to take you over that finish line is your self-concept. Your self-concept, your state of consciousness, is what's going to create the outcome that you want to experience. So knowing what you want is really important because it's going to give you clarity on what you must work on in your self-concept. So let's say you notice the desire to be in a relationship and you have someone in mind. What you are going to do is to take a look at the assumptions and the stories that you have about yourself in a relationship, about relationships itself, about that person in relations to you, about men or women in relationships, because sometimes we have stories such as men are liars or women are cheaters, and we are not aware of it all the time. But whenever something goes wrong in relationship, then we go back to that story. Okay, it means that that story is very much there in the subconscious mind. So it's important to take a look at all of the ideas that we have and we hold about that area of our lives. And that's why I say, guys, if you think right now, oh, I totally changed, but when something goes wrong, you go straight back to the idea, to the old story, the old assumptions. It's telling you, no, that belief may have been suppressed in your subconscious mind, but it is there. Because when something goes wrong, you go straight to it. That's the most natural assumption for you, okay? And when you realize in that area of your life what assumptions, what beliefs you have, and you work on it, you work on changing it, then that change that you are creating within you in your inner world is going to change the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you act. And that change in your persona, in how you act, is going to create the change around you, in the people around you. And that's why you don't have to manipulate, because who you are, how you present yourself, how you think, how you speak, what you do, is going to speak for itself. Focusing on circumstances is only going to keep it there. Where your focus goes, energy flows and results show. So when you are focusing on your circumstances, you are feeding it. You are making it stronger. You are making it more alive, and you are getting more bothered about it. But when you go within and you find out what is creating that circumstances, your focus is on becoming the person who will never have to deal with that situation or circumstances ever again. So basically you are saying, this is not who I am anymore. I am the opposite of it. I am the person who is loved, who is successful, who gets attention, who is chased, who is loved and adored and respected, who is in a relationship, who is committed. Whatever your desire may be, you are focusing your attention on seeing yourself as that person, the person who can have it, the person who can sustain it. And as you see the results in people, it strengthens your own new belief. So it doesn't matter what you're manifesting, whatever you are dealing with in terms of circumstances. Don't be afraid of exploring what you have in your inner world, in that area of life that it impacts. Take an honest look at how you see the world in that area. Not to judge yourself, but to realize what is it that suits me and that doesn't suit me anymore. It's important to figure out. See what you have learned in that area from parents, family, friends. Take a look at the experiences that you may have had in those areas and how those experiences made you feel about yourself, about other people. Take a look at everything and be really honest with yourself. Whenever I am struggling in manifesting something, that's always where I start, okay? After I got clear of what I want, I basically take a look at that area of my life and I gather information for me so that I can see a picture. Okay, now I understand where this may be coming from. Now I know what kind of thoughts, what kind of assumptions, what kind of stories are telling me that I cannot have it. That's why I'm struggling with it. And when I have that story in front of me, what I do is I create statements, 3 to 5 statements that imply the opposite of what I'm now believing or assuming about me and others and relationships or health or work. If you want, when you came up with the statements, you can even create an imaginal act. Typically, that's how I do with my self-concept. I also create an imaginal act that implies I already am the person that I want to be. So someone else tells me that. And then I reply with confidence. I know that's who I am. I know that's my life. Part of becoming that person that you want to be with the experiences that you want to go through in the 3D is you experiencing that person in your imagination. So it doesn't matter how you do this. Put your focus on that. Become comfortable with the idea. Make it natural to you and you're going to see how it can change your life. Okay? That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk soon. Bye bye.